Hey guys, Anthony here with another video. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing overview of the Zoom F6 multi-track field recorder. Now I got this off of Amazon and it retails for about $6.50 right now, and I'll drop the link below, alright, so you guys can check out the latest prices. But this is Zoom's newest multi-track field recorder. Before this they have actually still the F4 and the F8. Now, the F4 is basically similar to this, but it only has 4 XLR inputs, while the F8 has 8 XLR inputs. But what sets this one apart from the F4 is definitely the fact that this thing has 32-bit float recording, right? And it also has dual AD converters. Now, what that means is you no longer have to worry about being too loud or too soft, because basically with the dual AD converters and a 32-bit float recording, it will just basically save the highs and the lows for you, and it won't clip. Supposedly, that's what they're advertising. Anyway, I'm not an audio expert, guys, but I've been using Zoom devices for years. So my first Zoom was this Zoom H2. I think this is like over 10 years old, and it still works, guys. I don't use it as much because it's kind of, well, it's kind of bulky, and I'm not saying this won't be bulky, but the fact that it's pretty old, it uses like an old SD card, so the size is limited, and the battery life actually kind of sucks on this. I can get maybe 2 hours of battery life when I'm recording, but I just want a new multi-track field recorder that had XLR inputs, and this Zoom H1 I have doesn't. And I'm also been using the H2, and I've also been using the Zoom H1. This is the first gen here for years now when doing these YouTube videos. And again, it does not have XLR inputs. And the reason why I want to use XLR inputs is because I want to try better microphones, and also want to start doing some like ambient sound recordings. So that's one of the main reasons I got the Zoom F6 right here. And also the awesome thing about this is, for my work, we actually might start doing like VR stuff, and this can actually do, it's compatible with VR microphones. And supposedly the software you can use to help, post-process 360 audio. Anyway, guys, so picked this up on Amazon. Came, packaged. Actually, there's no tape on this thing, so I was kind of shocked. But I looked on other videos online, and it seems that's how they come, like no tape, right? So you don't know if you gotta use one or not, but you gotta just trust Amazon or your whatever vendor you guys buy it at. But let's open it up and see what's inside. So that's you take the slide off, and then it says F6 multi-track field recorder. Now, this isn't the best quality box compared to like Apple products, but it's all right. And one thing I never actually liked about Zoom products, actually, even though I have a lot of them, like the H2 and the H1, is the fact that the build quality is pretty low, in my opinion. For example, everything's plastic. All these are plastic, guys, and it feels really flimsy. And even if I put in a tripod stand, it feels like this thing's gonna break any minute. The batteries all suck, right? And with the H1, like, I would love to continue using this one, but it's a pain in the butt. The biggest drawback about this is there's a defect on a lot of the first gen H1s, especially the first batches, where I guess the capacitor is broken, so it'll just keep eating battery life. So I gotta replace the battery every time I do a new recording, because if I turn it off, it just keeps eating battery. And even if I take out the battery, the thing that sucks is I gotta reset the date and time, which is really annoying. So I can't wait to get rid of this guy. It's just annoying. But you know, when I was looking for another recorder, the thing is, Zoom has the best features for the price. $650. You get dual A to D converters, 32-bit floating, 6 XLR inputs, and the reviews so far are pretty good. Again, I'm pretty sure the build quality on this isn't going to be the best, but for the price, the feature sets, it's hard to beat. Anyway, let's continue. So, open the box. This is what's inside. They give you, you know, basically some batteries right here. Let me just take them out. And actually, not bad for Fujitsu batteries. I mean, I was expecting actually more generic batteries like they did with the H2 and the H1. It was just really some crappy batteries they gave. But these seem all right. Put these on the side. And then this is the recorder. Let's try to take it out. Let me take it out right now. It's pretty stuck in. All right. Let's see if I can focus better. And open it up. And there it is, guys. This is the Zoom F6. And to my surprise, it does feel a little better than the it does feel better in terms of build quality, in terms of the Zoom H2 and the H1 I have. I mean, I guess it's because it has metal rails down here, and due to the fact that it's using XLR inputs, it does have a lot of metal, so it's a lot more metal. The top is like some kind of metal also, it seems, and I can tell that, you know, again, not the best not the best like QA, you know, from Zoom. You know, a lot of this is kind of scratched up a little bit off the bat. There's no protective film from the factory. Again, Zoom, you guys are listening, just do better QA. I mean, for the price, it's just kind of a shame. But again, can't beat the feature sets. So I'm just showing you guys around the F6 right now. You know, I can't wait to actually set this up and start using it. This is the bottom where you can put the batteries in. All right, let's open it up right here. And there's a battery compartment. Again, really flimsy. It's like just cheap build quality stuff. I mean, you gotta be careful of this. This isn't, you know, professional grade, you know. So let's put in the batteries and see. Put in the batteries. Let's see, 1, 2. I mean, what do you guys use for audio recording? I want to hear your thoughts. I know there's Tascam. There's also some Sony recorders. You know, these are kind of more like prosumer stuff. But none of the Tascams I was ever interested in. So I've always been like a Zoom user, not really because I really like them that much. It's just for the price and the features, they're really well. It's just, again, the quality isn't the best, the build quality. So put that in. So it's kind of strange. You see, like all this is metal, but then they're cheapened on the battery case. Doesn't make any sense, guys. And also another thing I want to let you guys know is, even though, you know, this one, the F6 is pretty cool, it only has one SD slot. So, you know, again, this is not really professional grade audio equipment in terms of some of the features. It should have at least 2 just for backup. But one thing you can do is, I'm assuming, is I'll try it and let you guys know if it works, is you can actually connect this to a computer and record to the SD card and to the computer at the same time. And it does have one line out, and it's a little disappointing that it's only 3.5 millimeter, not a quarter. So again, so some things, you know, it's like feels professional, it looks professional, but some things like that aren't professional. Like it should have a quarter-inch, a quarter headphone jack, you know, just for better security. But yeah, I mean, here it is, showing you guys around it again. And let's try turning it on and putting the batteries. Let's see if this boots up. And the neat thing about Zoom, at least, is they do kind of keep their firmware up to date. So I expect a lot of the bugs that some of the reviews on Amazon, people complaining about, will be fixed in a future firmware update. I think one complaint someone had was that if you take out the battery and you don't put it in soon enough, it will forget its settings, especially the 32-bit float setting, because at least in old firmware, the default is a 24-bit float recording. Sorry, 24-bit recording and not 32-bit recording. But you know, they should make that the default when you turn on the device. But yeah, there it is. And let's see if we can set this up. I don't have an SD card on this right now, so I can't set everything. I mean, can't test out everything. But I'll show you guys the menus while I'm setting this up. Let's see. And then you gotta set the date. Today is the, well, it is the 20th. I mean, sorry, 2020. Happy New Year, guys. And then I'll do the month if I know how to change it. Guess it's this button. Nope. This button right here. And then do that. Today's January 1st. I mean, sorry, today is January 4 here in LA. Anyways, I'm gonna set this up, you know, set it up later, and I'll do a more complete review once I get everything, you know, squared off on it. I'll probably try to update the firmware if it has a firmware update. But yeah, for now, I mean, that's mostly it. Again, this is, oh, also there's a Bluetooth module you can add on, but this is if you want to like control it, I think, through your computer or through your device. Might take a look at that, but I don't think I have any use for it right now. Maybe if I'm doing like VR or like doing like 360 audio or like with like 360 video, and I don't want to be in a scene, so I can set this up under the 360 camera and then walk away, hide somewhere, and control everything, or check the audio levels. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, you can also buy it uses like Sony batteries. I forgot what types, but you can put a battery here as a backup, so you can at least double the battery life. I forgot what the specs were on this, like how long the battery life is, but I expect at least, you know, 4 or 5 hours of recording with 4 batteries. You know, that's pretty hefty right there. So let's see what else is in the box before I go. Let's see if there's anything else. So underneath you also have, I'm not sure what this is. I think this is, you can probably unscrew, let's see, I think you can unscrew this, unscrew these screws right here. Let's see if we can zoom in. You can screw these screws right here so that you can basically put this on top, right? And what that allows you to do is put a camera on top, or maybe a microphone or some other accessory, which is pretty cool. So again, like I was saying, you know, with this thing you can do 360 recordings. So basically you can put a camera on here with a 360 mic, and then just do 360 video and audio. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Let's see what else is in the box. I guess that's it. Yeah, there's some instruction manuals right here. Let's take a look at that. take a look at the instruction manuals. Put down the side for you guys. Yeah, so this is basically what's included with the Zoom F6. You get the F6, you get the camera mount adapter, you got a quick guide, you got the batteries. Right, so here's the quick guide. So basically showing you all, how you can connect, different examples of connections. You can do like a dynamic mic, a condenser mic. You can do the headphone jack. You can do, also another thing for you guys to know is it also does time codes. So right here, this is where you can do time code in and out right here. I actually never did that, but it'll be interesting to try it and learn how to do that. And here it goes. It tells you how to do the power, as I mentioned. It works with, let's see. Oh, and also it can operate on USB-C. So this you can power this thing via USB-C, and you can also connect this to a computer for monitoring or just for like recording directly to a computer. And yeah, just more instructions, but looks pretty interesting. So I'll take a look at that and I'll mess around with it. But yeah, guys, that's my video. It's just a quick unboxing overview of the Zoom F6. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll try to make another video showing this in use actually. But until next time, I hope you guys are doing well. And please make sure to like or subscribe to my videos. I'll try to make more this year. But I'm wishing you guys a happy new year, and I'll see you guys in the next video.